think Michelle was looking for something.
Sounds like somebody's on the roof. Probably the lockup door.
Is his attorney here?
Yeah.
I'll
Hey,
get
guys.
Stella in there to talk to him right now. Let me talk to Stella, make sure he wants to do that. No, it's just my attorney. That's not. Yeah, absolutely. You got it. All right, afternoon, you are.
It is. Hey guys. Hey guys.
This is a nice courthouse.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys. Did you want to run after?
Let's leave him in there till I have some conversation with the attorneys.
Can we let him talk to Sam?
Oh yeah, I thought that had already been done.
Sam.
Yep, that's all right.
You know, your doors are very solid. Just Greco and I were in the room and we're yelling to someone, come on in, come on in. You can't hear. You guys did a nice job with this courthouse.
They did a pretty good job on the soundproofing where we wanted it.
How much did Al Hinman have to do with that? Was he?
I figure Al saved us probably over 100K on this job.
It's an amazing building here.
Yeah. Al will tell you, this was our seventh shot at a new court. We went through the process. We're gonna remodel, we're gonna build, we're gonna add on, and he lived this project to such an extent that, well, for example, at one point, one of our initial meetings, the architect was showing us the jurors' seats they had picked out. And he said, well, we're budgeting blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how much?
He's talking.
And I said, how much per chair are you allocating for jurors' chairs? And he said, yeah, right around 1,500 a chair. I said, you realize we don't use these every day? He said, too much? I said, yeah, go back to the drawing board on that. That night, Al sent me a picture from Amazon, said, what do you think of these? They were 150 bucks. I said, yeah, I don't think we have to spend, that little, but
I think we got.
I think these are $300 or $400. But the architects, man, they're just nuts.
Yeah.
Mr. Zeller, give me the name of the prosecutor again.
His name is R. Michael, Michael. Last name is Bullata, Bullotta. And let me find this. I'm hoping that things go well where you don't have to use it. We have a plan.
Joe, did I hear that Samir is our defense attorney?
Here's his phone number. Heather, I'll give his email. Oops. Here's his phone number for one and email. He's just got an into the bar. He was a DA out in California. Then he was a federal prosecutor. It's like big time case.
Just like?
I'm trying to get Greco to do it and check it out. I said, where the guy stopped.
I don't blame him.
Nah, maybe we might find Greco. Maybe he would prosecute. Period. Michael. Ullotta.
But he's not here today.
No, he's not here. See, date.
So who am I scheduling
Well,
this new date with?
You just give me the date on the policy. Because I'm going to withdraw, and I suggest we should withdraw to see for another conversation. Because I found out I'm a victim. I've been a victim all my life.
I was gonna suggest that.
I was married for 28 years.
And you're a musician.
Yes, and allegedly. Well, he did the Chrysler Patrick case, and this last one was with South. Nice guy. There's a great DA out in LA.
We'll find them out here.
Probably caught on the whole year. I don't know, why would you come here if you're going to California?
Well, I can understand why you want to get out of California, but I
Yeah,
don't know that I'd come here. There had to be a woman involved.
yes, I think so.
Whatever.
Some people.
Well, no, I mean, that's usually why you go that
That's
far
usually
away.
why you want it,
You fall in love and you move to wherever they're at.
Right?
Because a man can't make a decision.
Use the bar.
I don't know why you gotta be negative on it. My comment was not negative towards either gender.
It was not, I didn't see, I said somebody.
I was just more like, roses and romance.
Yes. It's all like Pops and Rose. Remember that song? No, you're too young.
No, I do remember that song. I didn't like it.
For Belfer, you didn't like that?
I don't like,
Bob Monroe sang that.
I don't like poppy songs.
You know what song I really hated was Honey. Remember? At Bobby Gold's World. See the tree, how big it's grown, and honey, I miss you.
No, I don't remember that one.
You found it's like
My much older brother was right now.
yeah. See, I was playing my father's band and every week. He played whatever was top of the charts. And David and I were in his band. We were young teenagers, so we knew
You knew all the old stuff. Yeah.
everything. Got all of her Belfer stuff, everything. He played it all.
I didn't know your dad was a musician.
Yeah, my dad had the band. He had a 17-piece band.
Wow.
Dave played clarinet and sax. I played guitar. I went to piano when my fingers just got too old. I was a trumpet player.
Hold
And
on.
somehow,
BB King played until he was dead.
yeah, and that's what happens. And then somehow my mouth got me in trouble, which I find hard to believe.
That is hard to believe.
Yeah, and then I had to quit trumpet. So one Friday night in 1968 or 69, we were playing 3 nights a week. My dad comes up on a Wednesday. He says, "We got this job Friday," and the accordion player quit. So he takes me to Town Country Music in Lincoln Park, and he buys this
You're
electric
going to play the
piano.
accordion.
And he said, "You're gonna know." He think I was a pianist. You're gonna learn this by Friday, because he didn't like accordions anyways. When I went and played in Cuba, he had played all those old Latin tunes. And these guys couldn't believe when I was in Havana that I knew all these songs from 50, 60 years ago. He had a great band. When he died, Dave and I took it over. And then my brother just quit and ruined everything, and then became a cranky old judge. But other than that, my brother was the funniest musician, the greatest entertainer. I don't know what happened.
And he still is.
Yeah, he is. But
Different form.
I mean, he was the great Louis Armstrong. He could do anything. I heard about it. So that's how I ended up playing piano, and I like piano now. I mean, well, you saw a Christmas party. Boy, I wish we had just one courtroom like this. Wish we had your security screening machine downstairs. You've been to Lincoln Park lately, haven't you? Just talk to Clifton.
Been a
It's
long
mess
time.
there.
Yeah, it's scary. You talk to judges from other parts of the state, and their security is they hire a mean secretary.
Right, exactly.
They don't have sheriffs or deputies or anyone.
Were you in practice when Siler was out there at Wayne? It was like an old meat locker next to a butcher shop.
I was there when Archibald was on the bench, but it was still in the old meat plant.
Remember, there was nothing. I mean, you would go dance around somebody to get into the courtroom.
Yeah. And then you went out of the courtroom, went down the hall, and then went into the jury went into a little room there.
Right. Grosse Pointe is still like that. They use the little council chamber in a couple
Yeah.
of rooms.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in that court. Carolyn was one of my mentors.
Was she?
Yeah, I did
I really liked her.
I did house counsel work for her for a couple of years.
What's she doing now?
Dead,
Did she win?
cancer.
No. Is that why she left?
Yeah, no, I don't think. Seems to me, I think she was off the bench for quite a while before the diagnosis.
But she was really a good judge. She was fair.
She always had problems with her city and her police department, though.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. Yeah, they were unfair.
I used to tell people, you got to understand, Carolyn Archibald was a judge in Wayne County when there was attorney in Wayne County when there was a handful of female attorneys.
Right.
She had to be a little bit hard nosed to, be taken seriously. And you get on the bench, you don't just leave that behind. She was good to me.
You want to turn this radio off, or is he okay?
All right,
I turned it on.
thank you. She told me after I got elected, she said, remember, your new first name is not judge.
That's right.
It's a job. It's what we do. It's not who we are. That was pretty good advice.
trying to teach these new kids to come on the force, the same thing. Go home, forget about it.
Yeah.
It'll be here tomorrow when you get back.
Yeah.
Why you guys don't chase anybody that way?
Did you see me run?
Yeah.
Apparently I ran a little bit yesterday. and
Yeah.
Everybody was.
Oh, that's right,
going-
you were the chaser.
Yeah, I was one of the chasers.
Judge, you know what worked is that new flock system. That's how they caught this guy. What a great system. It's like a bunch of seagulls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Flock of seagulls in it.
Yeah.
You know if Jadal's met with the guy yet?
They're in your top.
No, is this the
No,
first
no,
time?
he kept sending out notice and no.
You wouldn't
response.
respond.
Oh, yeah, they just got him in custody. Well,
Yeah, 'cause he said he didn't know he was in custody.
hopefully Samir can work some magic.
Now, what city has the new block system, in Park or?
Most of the ones around us at least have some, but we probably have most. No, it's license plate readers.
Oh.
So we've pretty much taken every major intersection and every way around and put them on. So my good friend Ryan here drove past the one at Dixon 75. And I knew from previous history of them driving back there, it's usually 20 minutes. I assumed he was going to Myers. And we actually can get the notifications on our phones. I was driving. So I drove to his house. Well, one of the cars checked the Myers lot. And I had one more minute. I had to use the restroom. I was at his house for an hour. And I said, one more minute, it was gonna hit 1 o'clock since and it was gonna be an hour since he hit. And I was gonna leave. And all of a sudden the officer said, he's driving in front of me. And of course, he wouldn't stop for him, kept driving, pulls in his driveway, leaves his car running, tries to run in the house, we chase him. He wouldn't let go of the door, so, I mean, gonna send out a fleet and resisting to Plain County today too.
Just technicality.
We got everybody's
here for this. Gotcha.
Samir, you ready to bring him in?
Yeah, good. You just want to work out a date?
Before he comes out, we're gonna talk first, Judge.
I'm okay.
Hold on 1 second, Phil, we're gonna talk.
Okay, let us know.
Is he talking to you at least?
Good.
Good.
We had a great conversation.
Yeah, you're live streaming, just so you know.
Just let me know that the circumstances that's the case. They may dismiss this case. But those felony charges will go to the Supreme Court Administrative Office.
So the felony charges like out of 2 nights ago arrest or? Oh, shit,
So with the cameras.
yeah. This guy needs some treatment.
Ask for discovery, but hopefully. Charges to resolve. The next time we see each other, hopefully we'll be sitting at dismissal just so we can take care of.
They're also trying to get felony stuff.
Oh, for this case. Okay.
Let me tell you what he and I talked about a month ago, I think now. My understanding is if I put him on a cash bond and tell them that he can't, or even if I put him on a personal bond for that matter, and tell the jail that they can't release him unless he's been evaluated, that there's a chance he might get some treatment, because I think what they've already tried is put him out on a bond condition to get treatment, and he's refused 2 different orders. So my inclination is to pick a date today, I'm assuming for a pretrial, and set out, $100,000 cash bond with mental health evaluation.
He's already told me.
Yeah.
He's already told me that I know my cash bond's going to be sky high, so he can speed the trial, so I have 28 days to be released. I said,
Well, he's no idiot.
I said,
He would go through like a menstrual cycle. 3 weeks contact.
Yeah.
And he was told that.
Yeah, we got to get him treatment. We got to get him treatment.
I don't want to say it.
No, you don't have to say a thing.
then forever come up with the process.
Well, you do have to say one thing because we don't have a prosecutor, so you got to explain
See, I'm here
that.
for the city.
Yeah. Understanding is going forward, you're going to move to withdrawal. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And I'm just gonna do those legal rights.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait for more reading.
All right.
See, I don't know if that's good though.
You're going in, right?
Hey, Samir, if I mention the evaluation on the record, I can set him off.
Oh, that's right. That's a good, much better. Yeah, you're right. Over here.
It doesn't matter to me.
No, I think it's easier for us.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
When you're married 28 years, you always go through.
Do you bring up PPO service?
Judge, you can't serve him in a building, or can you as a PPO? I think personal protection order might be exempt from that.
I don't think he can, and I don't want him to,
They just give him to another.
because I'm trying to
Right.
build a
no,
relationship with the guy. I don't want him to think I set him up.
I'll just give it to him.
He stays standing.
Gentlemen, could we have appearances, please, from Mr. Bright?
George Zelenak on behalf of the city of Lincoln Park.
Your Honor, respectfully, Sam Richardal, P62186, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Would you please say your name for the judge?
Ryan Bright.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bright. Have a seat, gentlemen. All right, I know we had a little hearing conversation on the record. Mr. Zelnick, I believe you have a motion to make.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd ask the court to permit me to withdraw as the city attorney prosecutor in this matter, because I believe there's a perceived conflict. I've been advised by Deputy Chief Coulter that I'm listed as one of the complaining victims in the stalking charges here. And Mr. Bright has become an ancillary subject of other investigations and other charges. And at this time, I'm going to ask the court to allow me to withdraw. Our Michael Bellotto will be the assistant city attorney who will be filling in, and he'll appear at the next court date and subsequent court dates. And I'll make certain that I shepherd it through with him, and I'll appear as an interested party to make certain that there's no undue delay or mess with the judicial process, Your Honor.
Mr. Zal, any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right. Did you have any conversation about date for pre-trial? Gentlemen, open your calendars if you could.
Do you have a calendar?
Do you want sooner?
Sooner the better. I'm assuming, gentlemen.
I have no
Sooner the
objection,
better.
Your Honor. Yes. Sooner the better, yes.
March 14th, Thursday.
Your Honor, would there be a possibility we could do it later in the morning or early afternoon? I am.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we have probation in the morning, so,
We could do it anytime in the
Yeah.
morning.
Well, he's asking for later.
Oh, later.
Yeah, it's because I'm House Counsel for Judge Martin that day. So
Oh,
after
yeah.
I finish that docket, I can make my way over
Next
here.
door? Oh,
Yeah, but it's on Zoom, so I need time to travel here. So
You want
does that work for us?
12,
a noon, would that be
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock like today? That would be fine.
But I don't know if I have to be there.
All right. If you excuse the appearance of the deputy chief, he's got a dental appointment.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
That's more arduous than.
It's a pre-trial.
Right.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
mean, I'm assuming you can have whatever conversations with the prosecutor you need to.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 1 o'clock on the 14th?
That would be fine.
Okay. Anything else?
And Your Honor, just for purposes of today's arraignment, if today is the arraignment, we may form a reading statement and to let you know that my client is invoking his right to a speedy trial. And we just like to make sure that all dates and discovery reaches me as soon as possible, as soon as it can be given to me, so I may review with my client.
Okay.
Very well, Your Honor. People
Okay.
will make certain of that.
All right. Now, my understanding is I've got 4 different files here, 4 different case numbers, correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
That's what
Okay.
I-
All right. Anything before I set bond on these 4 files, gentlemen?
I'm not gonna take this. You take this.
Your Honor, Deputy Chief Patrick Coulter for the record, CULTER. I've been dealing with the Bright matters, probably close to 2 years now. I had previously been arrested on one of these cases. It was dismissed as part of his probation in another matter in the Southgate Court. During that time, part of the conditions of the other matter that he received probation for is he wasn't supposed to have any contact with Mr. Zelenak or any other city official or court official except for during business hours, 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. Mr. Bray hasn't honored that agreement. He began texting Mr. Zelenak and other city officials on the weekends and at nights. The last one, the one that was most concerning is he gave Mr. Zelenak, he told Mr. Zelenak that they couldn't both live in the same town, and he gave him 1 week for one of them to leave town. He even mentioned Mr. Zelnick's daughter in that case. There's a PPO that's been issued on that matter. And I'll also let you know, during yesterday's arrest, Mr. Bright refused to stop for the police cars, lights and sirens. He ran from his car. There was a struggle. I will be forwarding a warrant request for felony charges as well for resisting, obstructing, and fleeing, and looting later today. He has a history of not obeying the conditions set by the court in his previous cases. He has made threats via email to almost every staff member in the 25th District Court. And it seems that anytime the case is moved to a different court, I know Judge Mullins had to recuse herself because of the emails going to the Southgate city officials. I know there was issues in Allen Park where Judge Page can no longer see him anymore. I don't believe he's going to follow any of your court directions. I know these are misdemeanor local charges at this point with pending felony charges, but I would ask for remand. He's not going to obey any direction you give him today.
Thank you,
He's
Chief.
got a 2-year history of that.
Thank you.
And I
Mr. Janelle.
don't believe these allegations give rise to a remand. I don't believe that fits what we're facing here. We just asked this court to consider a reasonable bond. I don't know enough about the history of this case and how it's traveled here, but I do know that my client does appear before this court veiled with the presumption of innocence. We request that this court consider a personal bond, Your Honor. That is the default in the court.
Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Bright, I'm going to set your bond on each of the 4 files. I stress that on each of the 4 files at 100,000, 10%. That means on each file, you can get out with $10,000. I'm setting an additional order that you will not be released unless there has been a full mental health evaluation at the Wayne County Jail. Gentlemen, any clarification necessary?
Nothing. And I just want to make sure March 14th, 1 p.m. would be the pretrial, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Right.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Judge.
I've been in court more than you.
See you next week.
You didn't say
Next week here, 1 o'clock. Just like we're meeting today.
Thank you.
That'll be our pretrial.
I'm sorry.
Mental health evaluation. Just mental health evaluation. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Oh, it's spelled wrong. I thought he said Colt or C-O-U.
No.
Okay. Okay.
There's a story, and I haven't been able to confirm it, but my great-great-grandfather was in Scotland, my grandmother. He was German, French, and